Yes, Narad sir, we are on 152. Its seed of joy they curse with sorrow's fruit, put out with error's breath its scanty lights, and turn its surface truths to falsehood's ends. Its small emotions spur its passion drive to the abyss or through the bog and mire, or else with a goad of hand-dry lusts they prick, while jogs of devious ways,
On jogging on, while jogs on devious ways.
while right, while jogs on devious ways that nowhere led, life's cart finding no issue from ignorance.
That nowhere lead. While jogs on devious ways that nowhere lead. You said led.
Oh, lead. Sorry.
They don't
Lead.
lead anywhere.
Okay.
Okay?
Sorry.
Good.
Right.
All right. So we'll begin now. This, of course, is the Godheads of the little life. And we've
Mhm.
already seen so many aspects of them, uh, not very pleasant.
Mhm.
So now he's going to tell us, the line before tells us, and they fill this power of life and creatures with unease. That's all of this nature force here. And so its seed of joy they curse with sorrow's fruit, put out with error's breath its scanty lights. Now just think about that image. Putting out, blowing out the birthday candle, put out with error's breath its scanty lights, its small little lights,
Mhm.
turn its surface truths to falsehood's ends. They spur its small emotions, they drive its passions to the abyss, or through the bog and mud, or else with a goad. Now, what is the goad again?
God of dry lust. Um, is it the intention? Intent?
A goad is a prod. You
God is.
you goad the animals to go in a different direction, in the direction you want.
Oh,
So you prod them. So in this
okay.
case, it means to prod or to urge them to go. And usually with animals, it's always a dog or a long pointed stick.
Mhm.
So it's a stimulus.
Okay.
And so this stimulus of hard, dry lusts, they prick, they spur, they incentivize, they urge, while jogs on devious ways that nowhere lead. Well, what jogs on? What moves with the jolting rhythm, the jogging, jerking rhythm that nowhere lead? Ah, life's cart. So it's life's cart that is, in other words, humanity
Mhm.
finding no issue from ignorance.
Okay.
And then Sri Aurobindo is going to tell us to sport with good and evil.
Okay. But to sport with good and evil is their law, luring to failure and meaningless success. All models they corrupt, all measures cheat, Make knowledge a passion, virtue a
No,
pattern dull.
no, you read it wrong. Make knowledge a poison,
Oh, sorry.
not a passion. Read
Uh,
carefully and read slowly.
okay. Make knowledge a poison, virtue a pattern dull, and lead the endless cycles of desire through semblances of sad or happy chance to an inescapable fatality.
Wow, wow.
Hmm,
So they are sporting with good and evil because
hmm,
that is the law of this plane of existence. And then the interesting line, luring to failure and
hmm,
meaningless success. So it's either failure or it's a success that is meaningless.
hmm, hmm.
All models they corrupt, all measures they cheat. They make knowledge a poison, they make virtue a dull pattern, and lead the endless cycles of desire
Right.
through semblances. Semblances are appearances or likenesses of sad or happy chance. Lead them to what? To an inescapable fatality. Very,
Oh,
very dark.
yeah.
So we have to go to 153 now.
Yes. All by their influence is enacted there.
So
Think that's
everything is enacted by their influence. It doesn't happen automatically or errantly or even by chance, but it happens by their influence.
okay. Nor there alone is their empire or their role.
Yeah, but it's nor there alone. In other words, not alone there. No,
Right.
there is a different sense. Nor
Oh,
there
okay.
alone.
Nor there alone is their empire or their role.
No,
Very,
or their role. Because what Sri Aurobindo is going to tell us next is so important.
yeah.
We'll
Wherever,
start with all by their influence.
sorry. Nor there alone is their empire or their role.
It's
Very
empire, not empire. Empire.
empire,
Yes. Accent,
empire,
accent on the first syllable.
empire. Okay. I'll read it again, Narad.
Okay.
Nor there alone is their empire or their role. Wherever are soulless minds and guideless lives, and in a small body self is all that counts.
No, you've got to read that different. And in a small body, self is all that counts.
Oh,
It's okay. We,
and in a small, okay, and in a small body, self is all that counts. Wherever love and light and largeness lack, these crooked fashioners take up their task.
okay, so these are very important lines. So their
Mhm,
empire is not just in this Godhead uh,
mhm,
uh, of the traveler of the worlds. It's not just there. It's not just there in this little life. Because he has a colon after the word Rome.
Mm.
And he says, wherever our soulless minds, where that means even on earth, and
Mhm.
guideless lives, lives that have no guidance. And in a small body, self is all that counts, the ego self. Wherever love and light and largeness lack, these crooked fashioners take up their task. And now we're going to even hear how far they extend.
So Narad, sir, just one question here. Um, what exactly do they mean by largeness? So love and light, I understand. Is largeness means consciousness?
Yes, vastness of consciousness,
Vastness of
vastness
consciousness.
of the mind, of the life,
Okay.
vastness of love, vastness of goodness.
Okay. 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 To all half-conscious worlds, they extend their reign.
Okay, now Sri Aurobindo tells us very clearly to all worlds that are half conscious, they extend their reign.
Mhm.
And then it even gets tougher.
Yes.
Next lines.
Here too, these godlings drive our human heart. Our nature's twilight is their lurking place. Here too, the darkened, primitive heart obeys the veiled suggestion of a hidden mind that dogs our knowledge with misleading light and stands between us and the truth that saves.
Oh, and that he gives us statement.
Mm.
So here too, that means even on earth, these godlings drive our human hearts. Our nature's twilight is their lurking place. So when we are in, not in the light, but when we live in the twilight, that's sort of half dark and half light, that's where they lurk. And here too, the darkened primitive heart, that's our darkened primitive heart,
Mhm.
obeys the veiled suggestions of a hidden mind. See, this mind is hidden. And we've been through mind many times. That dogs our knowledge with misleading light. You know what a dog does? It follows or it pursues. And so this thing dogs our knowledge. It chases our knowledge with
Mm.
misleading light and
Okay.
stands between us and the truth, capital T for truth, that saves. So I think this is all pretty clear to you so far.
Yes. Yes, it is
So
clear.
let's carry on.
And Narit, so one other thing. So godlings means uh, someone who has not passed away from the realm of the earth, right? Unsatisfied souls,
Okay,
ghost.
godlings here are minor gods. They are
Oh,
inferior deities,
inferior deities.
and they are imagined as possessing little power, but they are especially those whose influence or authority is entirely local. So it's not a very wide thing, but they can drive our human hearts.
Okay.
Clear now?
Yes. Okay. I was thinking it's a little bit of, somebody who is ghost or something. But yeah,
Oh,
thank you for that.
minor gods, little gods.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It
Speak
speaks to us with the voices of the night, our darkened lives to greater darkness move, our seekings listen to calamitous hopes.
what is calamitous,
Um, Something that is calamity or tragedy driven,
disastrous, or catastrophic.
disastrous. Okay.
So when we listen to them, when they speak to us with the voices of the night, our darkened lives then move to a greater darkness, and our seekings listen to calamitous hopes. And I
Oh,
think it's maybe a good place to stop. You have quite a
okay.
bit to read,
Sure.
and we'll read slowly.
Sure, that's it. So I'll go back to page 152.
Yes.
Okay. Its seeds of joy they curse with sorrow's fruit. Put out with error's breath its scanty lights, and turn its surface truths to falsehood's ends. Its small emotions spur, its passions drive to the abyss or through the bog and mire, or else with a goad of hard dry lusts they prick, while jogs on devious ways that nowhere lead.
No,
Life's
see, it's not jogging on devious ways. It's while jogs on devious ways that nowhere lead. In other words, what runs on devious ways, what goes on devious ways, what is pushed or nudged on devious ways that don't lead anywhere. Okay.
okay. Let me read that one more time from
Oh,
the previous line.
yeah.
Okay. Or else with a goad of hard dry lusts they prick, while jogs on devious ways that nowhere lead, life's cart finding no issue from ignorance. To sport with good and evil is their law, luring to failure and meaningless success. All models they corrupt, all measures cheat, make knowledge a poison, virtue a pattern dull, and lead the endless cycle of desire through semblances of sad or happy chance to an inescapable fatality, all by their influence is enacted there, nor there alone is their empire or their role. Wherever are soulless minds or guideless lives, and in a small body, self is all that counts. Wherever love and light and largeness lack, these crooked fashioners take up their task.
I would pronounce it wherever, wherever, not wherever, but
Oh,
wherever.
wherever. Okay. Wherever love and light and largeness lack, these crooked fashioners take up their task. To all half conscious worlds, they extend their reign. Here too, these godlings drive our human hearts. Our nature's twilight is their lurking place.
Now, our nature's twilight is their lurking place.
Okay, okay. Our nature's twilight is their lurking space.
Yes.
Here too, the darkened primitive heart obeys the veiled suggestions of a hidden mind that dogs our knowledge with misleading light and stands between us and the truth that saves. That's where we stopped, right? No, sorry. Yeah.
No,
It
we went down
speaks to
further.
us. Yeah. It speaks to us with the voices of the night. Our darkened lives to greater darkness move. Our seekings listen to calamitous hopes. A structure of unseen thoughts is built and reason used by an irrational force. I think I read two more lines, but yeah.
We'll start next week with the line
A
wherein
structure of unseen thought.
this earth.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it, Shilpa.
Thank you again, Narad.